Friends, like many of you, I'm deeply troubled about the current administration's approach to immigration enforcement. I want to raise my voice of concern, especially in the wake of multiple tragic, unnecessary deaths. I want to share a few thoughts rooted in my faith in Jesus Christ. As Christians, we follow the Savior's example by loving our neighbors. And when Jesus spoke of neighbors, he didn't limit that to people who look like us or who vote like us or have the right paperwork or the right citizenship status. He taught that all of God's children, at all times and all places, are our neighbor. Part of that discipleship includes being mindful of how we speak about one another. Language that dehumanizes, words and labels that reduce people to a legal status or treat them as others, such as the term illegal alien, can subtly harden our hearts. As followers of Christ, we should be cautious about terms that obscure the truth that every person is a child of God, deserving of dignity and compassion, especially those in our midst who are most vulnerable. One of the most consistent teachings in the gospel is the importance of family. Families are meant to be together. When working immigrant parents or their children are forcibly separated from each other, it weakens families and communities and causes real lasting harm, not just to those families, but to societies as a whole. At the same time, I acknowledge that nations have the right to enforce their laws and secure their borders. Order matters, law matters, accountability matters. Those who enforce the law are not a law unto themselves, nor are they above the law. Officials that breach public trust or violate the law should be held accountable before worldly adjudicators and will one day stand before the great judge. How laws are written and how they are enforced matters. I call on people of faith, regardless of your faith tradition, we should expect our public officials to create and administer laws that reflect the best of our moral aspirations. Laws that balance compassion for our neighbors, the preservation of the family unit, and the fair, humane enforcement of the law. That balance has never been easy, but we can do better. I share this not to argue, but to invite reflection and to recommit myself to following Jesus Christ more fully in how I think, speak, and act towards others. And I invite you to join me.